Hey, I'm Nick, and I coach people to improve their productivity and discipline in order to reach their dream lifestyles. And today I want to talk about how important it is to not let regret control you and still doing things anyway or getting a start on something. But I want to start off with the most important step first, which is realizing that you could be doing something better or doing something differently. And I'll talk about how this ties into regret and all that later. You see, before you can improve, you need to know that you need improvement. There's no point watching videos on how to do certain topics and certain things where you're not really into it or you don't really believe that you need to take the information that is presented to you and actually incorporate and learn from it. You can't teach someone who doesn't want to be taught. In the same way, you can't teach yourself how to do a certain thing or have a better habit or something like that when you yourself don't believe that you actually need to start incorporating it into your life. So, if anything, if you're trying to find more ways to be productive or anything like that, and you really want to switch up your lifestyle and your day to day habits, then realizing that you need to do that is the most important step. That is a big milestone, and you'll have more to come later. But once you do have that realization that you need to change, like I mentioned a lot with these videos on this channel, is that you actually need to take action. That's the next step. It's one of the easier milestones to realize that you need to do something differently. But it is one of the most important and biggest disconnects between your old bad habits and your now in the future better habits. But for anything to change, change must happen. You need to then start planning and coordinating how you're going to start incorporating things and taking out the bad stuff and all of that, like I've mentioned in past videos. There's no point realizing that, hey, I want to start working out, so I'll start watching videos on different techniques and different exercises and then not doing any of them. There's no point learning and researching about cardiovascular health and how good it is to go for runs and stuff when you don't actually run in the first place. Now, this happens for a couple of reasons. First off, you have those barriers in your mind already set. It is hard to go from 0 to 100. It's hard from going to being on the couch to running 5Ks or 10Ks. It's something that takes time. However, the other biggest vice is that you are scared of change or you're scared of admitting to yourself that there needs to be change. And so for today's advice, it's to not be scared of doing something that's going to be hard and that's going to push you because of regret. Regret is something that's going to stick with you long after whatever you've done. It may hurt your legs to go for a run. It may hurt your body to do a full taxing workout. But what won't go away is the regret of not doing that and the regret of not starting earlier and stuff like that. Regret is one of the biggest problems that you face if you continuously procrastinate and put things back to do later in the year or stuff like that, and it cannot be taken away. You can't just regret not doing something and then all of a sudden have it done. For some things, you can start over again, but for most things, you cannot go back in time. That regret is going to stay with you. And for the people who are coping with, well, I'm going to regret doing it anyway, the regret of doing something is never going to be as big as the regret of not doing something. Knowing how something was bad and understanding what needs to be changed next time is infinitely more comfortable for your mentality than never knowing if something could have turned out right. So that's why it's so important to actually take action, actually push yourself, and to never have regrets. If you have regrets, if you do regret doing something, then hey, that's fine. Next time, don't go as hard with your workouts so that your recovery is better. Next time, maybe don't act like that and be that confident and talk to that random person or stranger, but at least you know that there's something that needs to be changed. Not, hey, maybe that workout could have gone well. Hey, maybe that person could have been interesting. So, yeah, take action. That's all for today. But if you're still interested in learning more about productivity tips or tricks, I've now started one-on-one coaching, which you can book a call for using the first link in the description below. But until then, I'll see you.